Hi Stampers! Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little Christmas card, and I want to show you this technique because I'm going to be using something which is the Stampin' Stacks, the paper stacks that Stampin' Up! Has. And I know sometimes I'm making Christmas cards and things in multiples, it gets very expensive, so this is one way to do it very economically. This is a pack of paper that comes, it's in 48 pieces, and they're 4.5 by 6.5, so you barely have to trim these at all for most of the projects. And so there's really no paper waste or anything, and it's actually 4 different designs because it's 2 different pieces of paper, double-sided. And this one happens to be called Seasons of Style, which I think is really cute. That's the one we're going to be using today on the card. So I kind of wanted to show you how to use that, and really with very little cost to making your Christmas cards this year. So let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to have a piece of base cardstock, which this is Pool Party. Kind of an unusual color for Christmas, but you know, something a little different is kind of nice sometimes. And first thing you're going to do is we're going to take our chevron punch, really a cute punch. And one great thing about this is you can either just leave it just punched like I have on this card, or you can always border a piece of paper behind it and give it an extra little added touch, which is really cool. But today we're just going to leave it just with the punch. And again, it's just giving it a little extra dimension on the bottom of the card. So all I really did is I just took the punch and just put it right in there. Kind of lined it up a little bit. I'm just going to have 3 of them. So we're just going to kind of punch that out. And there we go. So now you've got these cute little arrows in here. And you could probably even save the paper scraps for something else for later. So now we've got those punched out. Then we've got one of the pieces of the paper that was taken out of the paper stack, and I'm going to be using this one that actually has like a chevron pattern in the back, but I don't want to use the chevron. I'm going to use the polka dots for today. And all I really did is I just took this out and I simply cut it in half. So pretty simple. So now you've got a piece of 4 1/4 by 6 and actually 3 1/4, and that way you've got a real cute little pattern on the front with very little cost to it. And the next thing we're going to do is I'm taking the Oh Goody stamp set, which is just really cute. It's got just a little sayings in it, and it's great for the holidays since we do tend to bake and give things as baked gifts. So it's a nice little stamp set to have. And I'm going to be using the Ho 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 in that stamp set. And I've already got a small piece of crumb cake paper cut out. And I'm going to be using the color Soft Suede on there. And we're just going to go ahead and stamp that right in the center. And now you've got your little Ho 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 there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Duo Ticket Punch. And I'm not sure how many of you are aware of this, but when you do punches, and most punches you can do this with, if it's wide enough, or actually narrow enough, I guess I should say, to fit in the punch, because this is a little bit too long to punch out this way. It's just too long of a saying. You're going to cut off something. So one way you can do it is if you enter from the top of the punch and just kind of feed it in from the top. And I'll try to do that on this side and see if I can get it in a little better on the thing. And that way you can actually punch out both sides and make this tag as long as you like. Because sometimes the punches are just a little bit too narrow, and you might have to just trim your paper down just a tiny bit just to get it in there. But it should fit. And again, I'm just going to kind of punch that out. So now you've got that cute little ticket type thing on just a little bit longer piece of paper. So we're going to use that as our saying at the top here. And I've also got a piece of about 16 inch, 3/8 of an inch taffeta ribbon. This happens to be the light gray color, the smoky gray. But they don't carry this anymore. But a silver would be actually really pretty on here as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tie this around the designer paper. And we're just going to make a little bow. And you have to be careful when you tie this not too tight because you don't want to rip your paper. So we're just going to try to make a nice loose bow. So then we'll have that all done. There you go. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to stamp a couple little other tickets. And these are both made with the, that's the ticket stamp set. And of course the Duo ticket punch goes along with those. So we're just going to take another piece of Whisper White cardstock here, and I'm going to punch the words Christmas to you and yours. Merry Christmas to you and yours. And I'm going to punch that in the smoky slate color. So we'll go ahead and stamp that right there. And then the other stamp that we're going to use from the same stamp set, that's the ticket, is the Admit 1. And we'll go ahead and stamp that on the white, and then we'll just punch these two out. Again, just using our Duo ticket punch. So you can see how fast this card would be to go to get together. So if you're making multiple cards for the holidays, you know, you get this done in a jiffy. I'm just going to use some snail, but it probably would be better to use a liquid glue if you just want to hold it together just a little bit better. But just for purposes of the video, we're just going to use some snail. And we'll set that up there, and then the ho 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 will go right at the top here. And there we go. And then we've just had to put our little tickets on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and place one right there flat, and then the other one I'm going to put a couple dimensionals behind just to raise it up a little bit and put it at an angle. And there you go. Just a really cute little Christmas circuit. It goes together so fast. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.